Hey everybody, XBT Trading Bitcoin Futures. Let's go over the trade plan for the Globex tonight and for the regular trading session Friday, May the 22nd. Anemic volume today led to pretty much a consolidation across the board with us with an overnight of basically consolidating in a neutral position between two resistance ranges, and the regular trading session consolidating again in a very narrow range of 185 points between two support zones. With that said, our directional bias has changed somewhat. We've gone from we are now overnight neutral, and we're now short-term neutral, and our longer-term frame is still bearish. So with that being said, we can be open to taking trades in either direction with a modest bias towards the downside or the short side. So again, our range expansion from the regular session today was 185, and the 24-hour session was 345. Again, good points to know when looking during the day as we're approaching various zones to see whether we may have range exhaustion or not as we reach those zones. So let's look at what to expect for tomorrow and the Globex tonight. We're at the writing of this report, we're about the XBT was at 84.20, and thus we set our zones around that. Our initial support zone, well, I tell you what, it was actually a little bit above that when we started, but we'll go with it. Our initial support zone was 84.29 to 84.45. Anyway, that's a significant spot where some pivotal points align. So remember that what once was support will be resistance. So with that said, below that now is an actual support zone that is below our Globex trading now, which is 38.85 to 8,400. So we'll see if the bulls can hold that spot. If not, then receptive sellers will step into the market and will look to carry down to the next zone of 81.70 to 8,300. A pretty substantial zone with a lot of past consolidation there. So we may see it consolidate and stick into that at some point. And below that, we have a support zone at 79.40, which reflects an overnight trading low from last night, 2 nights ago, and 8,005. So let's look above at resistance, where our initial spot will be 84.73 to 85.10, and that's right about where we're hanging out at the beginning of the Globex. So we'll see how that holds. Going up to, initial resistance of 84.73 to 85.10. So we have not quite reached that yet. At that point, again, we'll see if sellers step into the market. From that initial resistance to the next resistance zone at 85.55 to 86.10 is where the market spent most of last night trading in the Globex. So we'll look to see how those zones hold up. Remember that first touches of these zones are where responsive sellers could jump into the market. So either at that initial resistance or the resistance zone above it at 85.55 to 86.10 could be spots. Keep an eye on the contract volume going into it. And like I said, those are possible selling opportunities. And on our final zone above that is an 87.10 to 87.47. So what we do is basically we're going to look 400, 500 points above and below for our prime spots for moves for the day, for tonight and the day tomorrow. So I hope you all trade well. If you're trading the Globex, I hope you have a good day trading the regular trading hours, and I'll see you after the market close tomorrow for our video recap.